Gotta take my aunt to the airport. Oof. Let's go. I should have been recording this. Walaikum salam. We're just getting her virus wipes, putting them in so she can take with her, and Clorox wipes so she can wipe the seats down on the airplanes.
Yeah, that's good. Do we know if the flight is packed? Is your flight?
It's completely packed. Not, we don't
Yes,
know.
so
The British Airways is completely packed. She's in the middle seat. As long as she gets out. All right, we're good.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
And the disturbing report from Italy that millennials, your age group, is getting seriously sick as well, and they are in the hospitals too. Back at the gas station again. My mom is inside talking to my aunt, and just out here getting gas, but it's working this time, thankfully. Ready? Ready, steady?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh no, here she goes again.
There we go again. But you saw it this time.
Saying bye-bye.
Saying bye-bye, sending it on the plane.
Actually, yes. Hopefully, no more shutdown.
Hopefully, if the shutdowns happen, you're already home. And she has to go home and quarantine for 14 days on an island. Sounds like a good plot for a movie called Castaway. Oh. Taking her to America Airlines. They said take your clothes out because you're a pound and a half too much.
Take a pound and a half.
Give it to us. Give me your stuff.
Yours. You can't take that one out.
There's nobody going on the plane, but they're still charging overages.
Yeah.
She can't smuggle these saris out. Sorry. Are you packed and ready now?
Yeah, because these were not scheduled.
These were unscheduled gifts. Now you're gonna have to come back to get them soon.
I can't hug my sister.
No, you can't. Don't do that.
No. Social hug. Social distance hug.
Here. Here there.
No even elbow because I cough in my elbow.
Yeah, you're disgusting.
मैंने शादिया के साथ झगड़ा किया था.
There's way too much footsies going on now. Way too much footsies going on now.
This is Bhangra dance. This is Bhangra going on.
That's racist. This is the proper way to social distance. You see, I had to use the back zoom to show that they're disgusting because they're sitting right next to each other, and I'm not.
I'm not sitting next to her. If I scooched over that way, I would be sitting next to her.
She's so grossed out by you. She's not even looking at you. Please explain to me why you're double glassing this.
These are reading glasses.
Uh-huh.
And these are looking at far.
So if you put both on top of each other, do you become Spider-Man?
idea.
Wow, now you're a super nerd.
I can't see a damn thing now.
We can see your eyes. Okay, let's see real quick. I'm gonna zoom you in. It looks like the San Francisco flight is on time. El Salvador is canceled. Wow. So far pretty much is on time for most of these flights. I hope everybody's getting home to where they need to get home to. Okay, I know you know what I'm not about to do right now. We're gonna bypass the laundry and take a nap.
Fight against the coronavirus.
Major malls across the Houston area are closing as more cases of the virus are announced.
Simon Property Group, the largest mall owner in America, is closing every single one of its facilities nationwide effective at 7 o'clock this evening. That includes the Galleria, Katy Mills, and Houston Premium Outlets. These malls will be closed until March 29th. The historic step is hoped to prevent large crowds from gathering and potentially spreading the virus.
I just woke up from that nap, if you can't tell. Oh, man. So I'm a little less stressed today. Glad that we were able to get my aunt out. As you saw in the footage, it was like I guess I just wanted her to be home with her family because I don't know how long, you know, all this is going to go on. And the last thing I would want is, you know, she's got kids and a husband and, you know, a home and everything. So the last thing I want her to do is to be stuck here. And so it feels good that she was able to leave today. So that's a plus today. I'm going to miss her a lot. I'm actually really close to my aunt. I know you guys can't really tell in like chopped up little pieces of footage, but I love her very much. And it's in a secret part of me when this all started. I was like, ooh, maybe she can stay here for a couple weeks. And then, you know, things got really serious really fast. And I was like, nope, she's got to go. So it made me feel better today that we could, you know, make sure that she got home. Came home. I got like a nice nap in. That was very nice, as you can tell, like from my nap face. It was good to get that nap in. And, you know, my mom and I are going to watch, I guess, there's a show called War of the Worlds that she started. So she wants me to catch up with her. So we're going to do that. My dad should be driving in from San Antonio tonight. And I think part of my anxiety is just that I want everybody in their homes that needs to be home. And even when I watch zombie movies, I'm always just like, why aren't these people with the people that they care about? And I just realized that's not just my zombie movie part of myself. That's really, I guess, how I feel about like people being together when times get rough. And, you know, today it was weird at the airport because I was sitting there and I felt like a little sense of relief when we got my aunt checked in, even though I'm sure you saw my grandma gave her some saris to take with her back overseas to the UK for herself, you know, gift. And it took her 1.5 pounds over the weight. And so, you know, she got a little flustered, but we were able to resolve those little things. And, you know, sitting there, and I guess I was thinking about my business, and I realized that if any of you guys have digital businesses, and I mentioned BNI, I don't know, I started hearing them calling out different flights, and I was just like, wait a minute, if all BNIs are digital, why don't I just virtually visit BNIs that don't have like what I do, a web developer, or what my company does, you know? So it's not much, and I'm not looking to like, you know, sell my services at this time, but it does help me expand my network and gives me something to do. So every day I'm going to try to pick like 1 or 2 BNIs that I can virtually like attend, and I'm going to try to do that. So that made me feel a little better that I'm not a total Dumbo. Drove an hour back with the Moose. My mom is Moose, just so you guys know, we call her Moose. Knocked out on that couch, both of us. Like, I think I passed out, and then I heard snoring. And you know when you wake yourself up and you're like, I gotta stop snoring. I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's not me. And it was actually my mom. So she was purring. I guess Moose's purr, my Moose purrs. And today, aside from that, I did not give you the status report of the front yard because my piles are still there. But there's even more junk falling from the trees, and I'm just like, ugh. So I'm just going to take a big vacuum cleaner out there at this point and just vacuum it up. I don't really know what else to do. Or I think I have the dreaded leaf blower that I talk crap about like all the time, because leaf blowers are the most useless like inventions on the face of this planet, but I really need one right now. Perhaps I will design a silencer for these leaf blowers while this is all going on. Okay, we're not out of food yet, buddy. Don't need to start on little strands of hair just yet. So, agenda for today accomplished. Get Aunt on the plane, get her out, get Dad home. Reached out to a couple of my clients, just making sure they were okay. And now I'm going to actually call a couple of my friends, just catch up with them, make sure they're doing all right, because you can't really go visiting each other just yet. I know when I woke up this morning and I saw that they had deployed the military, the National Guard, you know, the ships and stuff, my heart sank again, because I was just like, oh my God, is it getting this bad? And then I was like, no, we should have done this a couple of weeks ago. We should have had, you know, the military setting up additional hospital space, because our hospitals are overwhelmed right now. So there's that. And I really appreciate you guys all looking out for me. We actually had somebody in the last video that I put up yesterday. They have an Etsy shop, and I'm waiting for her to reply. I think she has a vintage store. As soon as she replies with where her store is and stuff, you know, apparently she's having no sales. Obviously there's a lot of us that are not having any sales. My other business is sales based. It's a shoe product, and I'm not getting any sales there right now either. I also have a straw that's made out of hay that's not getting any sales. So there's 2 things that are not getting sales. So I understand what that struggle feels like. But back to her, you know, that's how she pays her bills. And it looks like there's 2 people that are very dependent on her success to make sure that she's taken care of and her family's taken care of. So if there's anything we can do to promote her business, or if you have a business, I can't promote everybody's obviously, but if there's anything that we can do sitting from our couches that we can do for you, we would love to. And for the subscriber that had sent that last that had posted that last comment, please let me know what your Etsy store is. Leave your link in the section below, and I'll mention it in the video next time. You know, guys, this is a weird time, but we're all in it together. Today, like I said, I'm starting to process things a little bit more, and I'm sure you can tell by my tone of voice that things are settling a little bit more. And none of this is fun. None of this is cool. None of this will ever be normal. But we're all, from here to Australia to Japan to wherever you are on this planet, we are all in this together. And I don't think we'll ever be able to say that ever again. Even in the previous, you know, years, I don't think that there's been a worldwide struggle to defeat something together. And we can do our parts by staying home, because if a doctor is staying in the hospital for 24 hours a day, or my brother's, you know, on these crazy shifts, you know, taking care of patients coming in. He had his first confirmed coronavirus case that I believe they had come in the other day to his particular hospital. If they're doing their job by making sure that our loved ones and we are getting the proper medical care, we can do our jobs by making sure that we stay home and not end up in the hospital like that, or make somebody else go to the hospital because we were selfish and out there and made somebody sick. So I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but tell me what you guys did today. I know some of you are responding down there. I'm seeing you, Ophelia. Okay. Brian, I see you as well. And, you know, a few of you other guys, let me know what you did today. And if you have any ideas for how to, you know, get through the days these days. So appreciate you being here for me on, I'm going to count this as day 4, because from this point forward, I'm going to eat food and I'm going to watch movies. So you guys have a great evening. Have a great tomorrow, and we'll check in there. Bye.